And then as I'm lying there, I could visualize a native woman, a Anishinaabe Kwe, coming towards me. Yeah, she was so beautiful, this woman. Long hair, salt and pepper hair, beautiful. And this woman is carrying a rabbit coat. And then, her voice was so melodic, so sweet in Ojibwe, in the Anishinaabe language. Ngoses kipi ako naman wabo zoyan. Wewe ni chiayain. Wewe ni chikishosin. Kipi ako naman. Roughly translated, she said, My son, I have come to comfort you. I'm going to cover you with this rabbit coat. And you will feel warm and you will feel safe. And as I saw that, I could feel really safe. I felt safe. I felt warmed. Oh man, it was so beautiful, the love of a mother. The next time I woke, I could see hints of daylight coming in the eastern direction. That's the eastern sky, exactly down this view here. You could see hints of daylight breaking through. Wow. I felt I survived the night to live to see another day. It was so beautiful, and I thought, again, I would yell out just to give myself, I guess what I would call a reality check. It was February the 1st, 1976. It was my sister's birthday that day. Boy, that was a beautiful sunrise that morning. I lay there and looked around, and I could see I was way off the snowmobile trail. There was just no way they could have found me that night. And they didn't. Wondering, oh my goodness, if I stay here long enough and if I live long enough. But then I was cold, I was shivering, I tried standing up, but I fell back down again because I just couldn't walk anymore. My legs were frozen with ice all down from my knees down. So there I lay. The sun had come up, beautiful sunrise. Probably the best sunrise I ever saw in my life. And I lay there, and I thought, well, now that it's daylight, somebody's going to come by. Sure enough, I don't know what time of morning it was, but all of a sudden I could see an airplane coming in my direction. Coming right over me. And it flew straight on by, but I could tell that airplane was the Ontario Provincial Police airplane. And then, probably about a mile south of where I was, they were circling high above where my snowmobile was stuck. They were circling, and all of a sudden I'm looking at that airplane. I could see it again coming in my direction. Oh boy, what a nice feeling. Oh, thank God I'm going to get rescued. Yeah, and the plane was circling over, and I was like, yup, they saw me. They saw me. I'm safe. I'm going to get rescued. And I'm celebrating, you know. That plane circled a few times where I was lying. And then it landed. It landed. It came right straight for where I was lying down. Then all of a sudden, that plane didn't stop. It took off again. I found out later that was an old bush pilot's trick. See, when there's no runway on the ice, they have to land to make track without stopping. And then they land again over the same track so that they don't get stuck, right? So that was an old bush pilot's trick. That's why they took off again. They were actually making a pass so they could stop to land again and stop right where I was without getting stuck or bogged down in the snow. And that's what that was about. Sure enough, that plane landed, and I recognized a police officer right away. I knew who he was. Then I saw another police officer. That police officer that I saw was a friend of mine. His name was Miles. His name was Miles Lang. Very good friend of mine. Oh, man. If I could hug anybody that time, it was them.